Hi Sagittarius, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a love reading for October 2021. How does your person feel about you? First, what we have here is kind of like your side and then their side. First of all, I have the Romance Angel cards that will kick off the reading. And if you're used to watching my readings, this is going to be the present position. But because you may not know how your person feels about you, in other readings, I always tell you if the present position doesn't make sense to you, then this is not your reading. However, in the type of reading that I'm doing where we're looking at how does your person feel about you, you may not know. So this present position may absolutely be over your head, and you may not, that's why you're watching it, right? You want to know how your person feels about you. So just bear with me as we go through the reading, and you decide if it applies to you or not. So what we have in your energy with the Angel Romance cards is separation, how you feel about them. And with them, we have retreat in the reverse position, and we have soulmate in the reverse position. And so what we have here, Spirit, can you bring forward the information for Sagittarius and let me know why these cards are here for Sagittarius? Can you first validate why the separation card is here for Sagittarius? So basically, literally, the both of you don't seem to be together, or there is some type of separation. You're feeling, you've always felt a pull to this person. You've always felt them pulling at your energy, and you're very attracted to them. And there is something that you can feel that's more divinely led. And so it's almost like this weird feeling inside of you that the interaction between the two of you is very different than anybody else that you've been with. So there is a desire, they have a need for you, and you know that, and that feels good to you. You feel very needed by them. Not that they're needy, they're not needy. They need you, and they admire you, and they see your strength, and they see your who you are, and they just want you. But you're in separation, and it looks like they're pulling you back. They're pulling you back, or at least you feel that way. And a part of you've got one foot in and one foot out. A part of you wants to go back to them because the attraction is there, the passion is there, the lust is there, the intimacy of what you desire is there. But there is this overwhelming feeling that what we have right here, how they feel about you, retreat, in the reverse, they walked away, right? So they walked away from this, and they walked away from this, and this woman's in a wedding dress, walking down kind of like a country lane with what looks like her father. So the fact that this is in the reverse position, this person may have walked away from this situation because it was too difficult for them. Like if you look at your energy, they wanted you, but I feel that here too, right? Because they're in the wedding dress. They wanted you too, but there's also history with them that they look like they walked away from a marriage, or they walked away from a situation, or they were walking away from that, and they wanted you. And Spirit is now making me feel here that that this kind of occurred with more than one person in your life, where there was kind of a connection where they were already committed to somebody or coming out of a commitment. So that shows up right here. But Spirit is making me feel that it's not that long ago. If you have more than one, so some of you have 3. Sagittarius, bloody hell, you don't have to pick them, don't you? So you're picking people that are in commitments or getting out of a commitment. And but what they're referring to is somebody that, I mean, right here, the relationship never got off the ground. So that's how you would define it. The relationship didn't get off the ground. They had to, you know, so if they were coming out of something, they came out of it, they wanted you. It shows that right here. They wanted you, but it looks like this situation with a committed relationship was not healed appropriately. And so what they needed from you was quite convoluted and difficult to ascertain from you. In the current position, so this is a bit kind of like the past history, I guess, in the romance angels. In the current position, we have communication. You're communicating with your person, but you are guarded as all hell, Sagittarius. You are very hypervigilant of not getting caught up in... you're very tentative. You do not want to give your heart away, whether it be to this person, to any person. But you are in communication with them. That shows it right here. You are extremely tentative and guarded. You're guarding your heart. You are trying to understand what is authentic about this communication. What is the agenda behind this communication? Is there an agenda, or is it truly that they're just chilling with you? This is how they feel about you. We got two bloody kings here, Taurus. We got the King of Pentacles and we got the King of Wands. And so passion and emotions. How do they feel about you? They feel very passionate towards you. Spirit is now drawing me back to this card, retreat. They're not in this energy anymore. So if you look at this energy, they've got their back turned to you and they're walking away. And in essence, they don't have anything to give you. And they needed a lot at that point, and they're not in this space anymore. Here, times were too convoluted for them. Over here, in their communication with you, their energy towards you is authentic. We've got the king, we got the two kings, we got passion and we got emotions. So passion and emotions are extremely genuine. Their passion for you when they were with you was 100% genuine. It looks like, I'm just looking here to see if there was anybody else involved. No. So they walked away from their situation completely and healed. And they thought a lot about you right here with the soulmate card, the angel card over here. And they keep coming back to the same old with you, which is there's nobody kind of like you. And they recognize that. So that's in the present position for you. So the interaction, if you're wondering, is authentic, it's genuine, there's no agenda. Doesn't look like there's an agenda. Let's take a look at the strength. This is you, Page of Wands. So the strength in this situation is, look, we got another king. We got the King of Swords for them. We've got all kings for them. We got the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. For me, swords represent the truth. And so if you engage them, here wands represent passion and also represents communication. So it shows here that both are happening. There is an indulgence within you about kind of how do you feel about this person. You're tentative, right? You're not sitting there in the Ace of Wands energy with your cup runneth over. You're very tentative. You're looking at possibilities. You're even looking at this from a very strategic vantage point. You don't want to get hurt, Sagittarius. You're very, 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 very tentative. This person, I mean, they kind of, what they think and feel and say is all in alignment here in the King of Swords. If they're communicating with you, it's because they want to. If they don't want to communicate with you, they won't. If they don't want to be in a relationship with you, they won't. Not necessarily because of you, but they're very decisive in their energy. All of this is king energy. Kings are decisive. They're not half-assed, right? So you've got somebody here that knows what they want when they want it. And so what does that mean for you? That can be a lot of energy. That can be a lot of, you know, okay, well, what happened when I was ready? You know, but it looks like here that you were never ready, right? Because in this energy here, in the separation energy here, you weren't ready here. They're pulling at your energy. Give me more. I want more. And here, same type of energy. It, you know, your energy levels are different, but it's a strength, right? Because I think given the fact that you guys have history, it's important that you don't just start off as if nothing happened. I think it is important. And if you actually understand the tarot, anytime you see a king, you see strategy. So if you think you're being strategic, they're being strategic too. They're just not being as, there's no agenda there. The passion is real. The emotions are real. The communication is real. All of it is authentic. And so if they're engaging with you, it's because they believe in you. It's because they see something in you. Do they want to get back with you? I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the challenge and take a look at the outcome. Ooh, look at that. We've got the Ace of Cups in your energy, Sagittarius. You naughty thing, you. And we have the Lovers. Oh, Sagittarius, you can run, but you can't hide. So, in the challenge position for you, we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Lovers in the reverse. So if you this is the thing, you crafty thing, you Sagittarius. That's why you hold back so much with this person, because you know that you can fall for them. You know that this is a relationship that didn't take off. Spirit is repeating that over and over and over again. This is a relationship that didn't take off. This is a relationship that didn't have any footing. This is a relationship that was quite transient in nature. It doesn't feel like it. If you were together, it didn't last long. If you, I mean, it's not even about being together. For some of you, you weren't together at all. There was no relationship whatsoever. For some of you, it was just very, very short-lived. But in the challenge position, this just makes this, it just cracks me up. Oh, Sagittarius. You know you can fall in love with them, and you know that you can have a passionate relationship with them, like a really fulfilling heart, physical, mind, body, soul. But you're very scared. You're very tentative. You're very guarded. You're very, just, you know, you're used to being very removed from relationships because of the hurt and pain that you've gone through in your life. And so it's almost like you're non-deserving. It's almost like, you know, if you meet somebody that you have a connection with and you want it to go somewhere, you shut down. You do the opposite. Instead of like opening up and going with the flow, you turn that tap off and take a wrench, tighten it so hard that nobody can undo it, not even you. And so the challenge is that these are your hidden emotions. I don't know what to say, Sagittarius. This is how they feel about you. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. They feel that you do not have the emotions to give. Like, that's what they've learned about being with you. they've learned that when you turn that tap off, you turn it off. And you know, it feels like when they were in the experience with you originally, they did put forward a lot of effort and emotions to try and get you to engage, and you didn't. You absolutely didn't engage. So in the challenge position, guess what? You're not getting nothing from this person. This person is not going to engage you in the same way emotionally anymore. They're not going to try and get blood from a stone. If you don't give it freely, they're not going to try and get it out of you. They're okay with the way, you know, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Because this is sitting in the challenge position, and I wonder who it's a challenge for. Because you may be feeling like, because you know this person and you know that they can be expressive and express what they want and need, and so you're kind of waiting for that to happen. And then the challenge is, maybe you'll explore, you know, how you feel and opening up your heart. It looks like you're in a different place than when you were before with them, and so you would be open now to hearing their truth, right? This person always speaks the truth. I don't know who the hell you have here, Sagittarius, but this person doesn't play games. I know you may have thought it before in your original interaction that they were playing games, but they weren't. They were just very confused, and they needed to articulate that with you and talk to you and process that with you. But because you're so shut down, because you were protecting yourself from your feelings from them and from just, you know, you're the kind of person that, you know, let me see if they're going to reject me, right? If they get to know me long enough, I'm sure I'll do something or piss them off and they'll walk away. In a way you did, but in a way you didn't. Them walking away from you had nothing to do with you. The challenge is part of your expectation is you think that they're going to give their emotions to you and express them to you. Guess what, Sagittarius? That ain't happening. They're not doing it. Do they have it for you? Yeah, it's all over the reading. They do have it for you. They're not going to express it to you. I mean, that gets two people nowhere fast. If you're not going to talk and they're not going to talk, I mean, what the hell is there to do? Let's take a look in the outcome. The Hanged Man, that's you. Page of Wands, that's them. Page of Cups, that's them. Oh, look at that. Spirit, can you just bring that forward again clearly? I just want to clarify that I had that correct. Can you just bring it forward? All right, so this is, Spirit is saying this is a possibility, this is not the outcome. Spirit is saying, if you change your perspective, Sagittarius, and you let down your guard and you communicate with your person how you feel, meaning that you express yourself. So instead of them being the ones to express themselves, that you, because you did express yourself on some level with them. So if you start off with expressing yourself and doing that, we have the Page of Wands here and the Page of Cups. And so they will reciprocate with you. It shows that they will willingly reciprocate with you. Does it mean that it's going to end up as anything? I don't know. This is just the month of October. But it shows that there is a strong possibility here if you come forward to them. Because it does, it also, Spirit, even though Spirit says if you change your perspective, I feel psychically, energetically that you have changed your perspective. It feels like a lot of water is under the bridge and you don't see the situation with this person the same way anymore. It seems like whether you guys got back together or whether there's just a friendship there, it would benefit you. It would, like, it feels like in the energy here and the outcome that it would be kind of fun to be friends with them because we have you both at the same level. even though this is their energy towards you, there is a lot of reciprocation in their energy. So whatever you give them, they'll give you. If you don't talk to them, they're not going to talk to you. If you don't give emotions to them, they're not going to give any to you. If you make them laugh, they're going to make you laugh. If you want to hang out with them, they'll hang out with you. It doesn't look like they want to initiate anything with you, because they're sitting very powerfully in their energy. They know how they feel. They have no problem initiating communication with you, but they know that you don't, that you're guarded. They know that you're tentative. They know that you're, that the history is kind of cumulative with you, and that it's just another, you know, kind of shit on the pile of shit that you've been through. And that's how you look at the relationship. You're not separating it as if it stood on its own. What you're doing is having this cumulative effect with their relationship with you and lumping it into just like, oh, this is how all these relationships are. And until you start to see it differently, the hanging man, that just take this relationship by itself and look at it and look at them for who they are from a unique perspective of what the relationship was and is and what it could be, and look at them separately, completely different from anybody else you've ever been with, and be objective. So the outcome is, I see friendship here. I see laughter here. I see exchange here. I see a lot of fun here. I see a lot of possibility to be on the same page with each other. And you know what's so interesting about this is friendship. Even though this is meant to be, how does your person feel about you, and probably the outcome, if you're a Sagittarius, is, you know, do they want to get back with me? Do they love me? I think your person, when I see this king energy, your person to be sitting in the king energy with you 3 times and the Ace of Swords shows only one thing, which is they have always respected you. They never lost respect for you, ever. They have always cared about you. They have always been passionate about you, but they had to do what they needed to do for them at that moment. And even though it caused you hurt and pain and distress, it is a part of the process that they were going through. And it also was a part of the process that you were going through, because here you are communicating. So I feel like a strong friendship, a really fun friendship is in the making here. And I don't think you have to worry about whether you want to get back with them or they want to get back with you, because in the friendship, with all this mirroring that's going on right here in the outcome, it just shows that you guys can be, it almost shows that, like, I mean, that this is like a really strong connection, a really strong friendship, a lot of fun, a lot of synchronicity, a lot of ability to laugh and have a good time. And I don't know, if that's all it is, I think that's quite satisfying for the both of you. And if it develops into something later on, I don't know, a year from now, 2 years from now, who knows what the future holds. Oh shit, that's my job, isn't it? I'm supposed to know what the future holds. Listen, I do, if the spirit world shows me. And what they're showing me is friendship. What they're showing me is companionship. What they're showing me is 2 people that can get together and build a very long history of good times together. And Spirit, do you want to give me for them, just for Sagittarius' knowing, for those Sagittarians that want to know if there's a love possibility, is Sagittarius' person a love possibility in the future? Oh my God. Oh God. Yes, we have the 10 of Cups. So absolutely, but not now. Not now. A lot of building needs to take place. I feel that this is going to be a slow burn. It feels like it started off extremely quick and fast in the beginning, in the original relationship. And because that ended and now there's communication, it feels like this is a slow burn. And do you guys get together in the future? Is it a possibility? Not only is it a possibility, but it is a long-term relationship possibility. So don't worry if they're with people. Don't worry if you're with people. Why the hell are you looking at the reading if you're with somebody? Well, they're probably not fulfilling you, or they're annoying you or something. But there is possibility here. A lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. But it does show not now. So friendship has to be built. And, you know, healing has to take place in regards to what happened to the both of you. Water has to go under the bridge. I don't feel like there needs to be any discussion about it. I do believe that the both of you have forgiven each other. It's just a matter of slowly does it. Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope it helped.